Hello there, this is just a brief video just to illustrate my new webcam that goes on the motorcycle. It's called the Ghost X, made by Drift. Got it a couple of days ago. I've had a few tests on it, very satisfied so far. $129.99 from Bike Stop, but I'm sure there are other outlets as well. So this is a very brief video. It's my first foray into video editing, so you can see it's a bit amateurish. And you'll also be able to tell that the sound I'm putting on here, the voice, is a voiceover rather than using the microphone whilst going along. That's for two reasons. First reason is it's very distracting doing a commentary and giving 100% concentration to the road. And secondly, the camera, the built-in the built-in microphone, not all that good. If you're going more than 15 miles an hour, suffers terribly from wind noise. I did buy a little external mic which clips on inside your helmet, which is fantastic. I'm using it now, but I'm sat in my lounge. You can probably pick up the domestic noises. My dog's just having a drink of water, and so it's a very good microphone. Now he's having a shake. Thank you, Molly. And yeah, let's just go through what the camera does. Well, it takes pictures and it does sound fantastic. I think you'll agree, fairly high quality picture. I won't go into all the ins and outs of the technical side of it, bit rates and shutter speeds and exposure and all that. You can find that out all off Google, or the very comprehensive booklet that comes with it. But I'll just go and say it's got three settings for field of view: 140, which is on now, 115 and 90 degrees. 140 is obviously a little bit wide, but it does give the better field of vision when you're looking straight forward. Just a little bit of distortion at the edges, but that's to be expected. Video quality I think is quite good for a camera that only costs 130 quid. And say when you're at a standstill, the microphone's fine, but so as soon as you're going along, wind noise just drowns it out completely. You can't even hear the bike. So I certainly recommend, if you're going to do any sort of commentary, to get the add-on microphone, which has an enormously long lead. Don't know why it's so long. But you just tuck it inside your jacket and away you go. Operating the camera couldn't be simpler. It's got three buttons, but you only use one when you're recording. You press it and hold it for 3 seconds to switch the unit on. Press it again and a red light comes on the front and flashes, indicates you're recording, and then off you go. And to stop recording, you press it again and the LED goes green, and to switch the unit off, hold it in for 3 seconds and it all goes out. Fantastically easy. Inside the box you've got the camera, you've got two sticky mounts. One's got a curved base, one's got a straight base, depending on whereabouts in your helmet you want it. I'm using the curved one, it's on the top of my helmet, and I use the flat one as a dash cam for the car. You've also got a little mount that clips or screws onto the camera, which clips into the mount, which operates on a ratchet, so you can turn it around through 360 degrees. So you can even have it facing behind you should you so desire. And more importantly, the lens itself goes through 360 degrees, so if you don't get it completely square on your helmet, you can adjust it and just sort of line it up with the arrow. Very easy to use. The booklet, the instruction booklet's fantastic. It's written in English by someone who actually speaks English. And on the back of the unit there's a little LED screen, or LCD screen. A bit small, you need your readers on if you're my age, but it's very helpful for setting the thing up. Once you've done that, it's absolute doddle to use. Battery life is good, and even with a standard battery, about 3 to 4 hours, so which is well long enough. You can get an extended life battery that will take it up to between 5 and 8 hours. I've got a 128 gig card in there, which is the maximum it will take, and that's certainly good for about 8 hours of video, which is much more than you'd ever need in one trip. So all in all, very impressed with the camera. As I say, the only little downside is the external mic, but I suppose you can expect a lot of wind noise when you're going along at sort of 60 miles an hour with a little camera. But on the whole, I'd certainly recommend it. Just to let you know where I'm going at the moment, sort of going up through Halstead, up in rural Essex, having a whale of a time. So I'll try and do a more comprehensive review later on once I get hold of hang of the video editing. Which, this is my first ever time, so it's going to take a while to get it as slick as some that you see on YouTube, but at least this gives you an idea what the camera looks like. Now the dogs are having a fight, which is fantastic. And thanks for watching. It should say thanks for watching in the middle. Here we go. Brilliant. Spielberg. Ha! Never heard of him.